갈색,
갈색, 갈색.
갈색. 돼지는 분홍색이에요.
돼지는 분홍색이에요. 분홍색이에요. The pig or pigs is pink.
녹색 사과,
녹색 사과. Green apple.
바다는 회색입니다.
바다는 회색입니다. The sea is gray.
산이 초록색이에요.
산이 초록색이에요. 초록. That is grass green. The mountain. So rok and nok reflect the same word. Is green.
주황색 바나나는 맛없어요.
Korean What's the theme ones? 주황색 바나나는 주황색 바나나는 맛없어요. 맛없어요? 맛없어요.
주황색 바나나는 맛없어요.
맛없어요. That's interesting. 맛있어요. There we hear it as an S, as a variant of the S sound. 맛. It's written with an S in the coda. So, on the one hand, we expect mat, but since a vowel follows and it'll carry over to the following syllable, could also expect it to be a masopsoyo. What we hear is madopsoyo. Madopsoyo. So it means the orange banana is not tasty. It tastes bad.
보라색인 새가 노래합니다.
보라색인 in being, not person. 새가 보라 is purple. The purple bird 노래합니다. Sings. Sounds like a code. Purple bird sings.
보라색인 자동차가 빠릅니다.
보라색인 자동차.
보라색인 자동차가 빠릅니다. 보라색인 자동차가 빠릅니다.
빠릅니다 is fast. All right.
보라색인
자동차가
자동차가
subject marker. The purple car.
빠릅니다.
빠릅니다 is fast.
빨간색은 분홍색이 아닙니다.
빨간색은 as for red color. 분홍색이 아닙니다. It is not pink. Red is not pink.
초록색 물이 맛없습니다.
초록색 물이, things that are green. And we get assimilation. 초록색 물이 맛없습니다. Tastes bad. Green things. 물, green water. Tastes bad.
회색인 토끼가 귀여워요.
회색인 토끼가 귀여워요. Gray rabbits, singular or plural, are cute.
갈색 빵이 맛있어요.
갈색 빵이, this one was brown. 갈색 빵이 맛있어요, right? 맛있어요.
갈색 빵이 맛있어요.
Yeah, not 맛있어요. So what's going on there? Never noticed that before. Seems to be a greater separation in the case of opta with mat than with ita. Hi, Levi. How are you today? Just noticed something interesting. Mat opta. We hear madopta versus mashita. That's not be tasty versus be tasty. Alright, so it means brown bread subject. Tastes good.
저는 녹색을 좋아합니다.
저는 녹색을 좋아합니다. I like tea color green. I like green.
녹차 아이스크림.
녹차 아이스크림. So today, plan for today, Korean and Catalan. 녹차 아이스크림. Green, yum. Ice cream. 녹차, not color. Green tea ice cream.
주황색인 오렌지.
주황색인 오렌지. Orange, orange.
갈색인 것은 어디에 있어요?
갈색인 것은 here the 시옷 as an s. 것은 어디에 있어요? So where is the thing that is brown in color?
늑대가 회색이에요.
늑대가 회색이에요. 늑대. I don't recall. 늑대가.
늑대가.
Okay, wolf. The wolf is gray. Wolves are gray.
주황색인 꽃이 싸요.
주황색인 꽃이 싸요. How does he pronounce the chiot coda?
주황색인 꽃이 싸요.
꽃이 싸요 is cheap. 주황 orange. Orange flowers are cheap. Levi, what's the 한자 for nok or rok, meaning green? Nok if it's initial in the word, and rok as in 초록, 초록색.
녹차.
녹차,
녹차.
차. Green tea. And I'll do that green tea ice cream one again.
쥐가 갈색입니까?
쥐가, 쥐. 갈색입니다. 입니까? Is it brown? 쥐.
쥐가.
Are rats brown?
녹차 아이스크림.
녹차 ice cream. Here it is. Green tea ice cream. 4 nouns in a row for English. Well, green's an adjective or noun. I suppose it's an adjective. 녹차 ice cream. But in Korean, I guess 녹차 would be more of a unit. And ice cream is not analyzable, just a single word, I think. All right, welcome back to Lango Institute. I'm your verb ally. Starting off with a bit of Korean this evening. Let me direct your attention to our newish Lango notes. Got the Chinese language one on screen and the Korean language one in my hands. We've got specially designed paper. It's ruled for the language in question. And it's got some handy charts and notes up front for the learner. We've also got notebooks for Japanese. Spanish one, yeah, Spanish one's out. We're working on the Portuguese one, and maybe more to follow. So you can get those on Amazon, and here on our website, langoinstitute.com. A couple of other books we published last year are there too. Some fun ones, such as the book Some Fun. Yes, a big no thanks to this. Let's switch to the other one I want to focus on tonight, which is Catalan. This is taught through Spanish. So we'll get to practice 2 languages at the same time. 2 closely related ones. Prepositions, one of my favorite topics.
El nen pensa.
Okay, we get to see, so we have all related words between these 2 languages. El niño, yeah, thinks, the boy or the child. Piensa. Let's listen to the vowel quality.
El nen pensa.
Pensa, does sound open, the more open mid-vowel.
Els ocells escriuen els gossos.
Els gossos. Ocells, palatal. Be the birds. Right, and we have a fusion one here. To the something. The birds. Right. To the
Gossos.
gossos, dogs. Let me not do it in English, though. Los pájaros escriben a los perros.
Jo vaig a la nevera.
Vaig. Looks like go verb. Vayo. Yo vayo. This is the fridge.
Nevera.
A la nevera. Yo vayo a la nevera. Yo voy, not vayo. Yo voy. Good time to review my verbs.
La dona escriu en un diari.
En un diario. La mujer escribe en un diario.
Diari.
Periódico, diario.
El gos pensa en una poma que és a la nevera. El gos pensa en una poma que és a la nevera. Gos. El gos pensa en una poma que és a la nevera. En una poma. El gos pensa en una poma que és a la nevera.
Okay, the dog thinks of an apple that is in the refrigerator. Pero piensa en una manzana que está en la nevera.
Jo penso en ell.
I think of him. Yo pienso en él.
La dona va a una casa vermella.
Vermella. La mujer va to a house that is red. A una casa roja.
Vosaltres sou als parcs.
Vosaltres sou als parcs. Vosotros estáis. Vosotras. Okay, feminine plural. Sou als parcs. Estáis als as a fusion there en los parques.
Tu vas als parcs.
Tú vas als parcs. Tú vas. A los parques.
Ells van als parcs.
They go to the parks. Ellos van a los parques.
Jo sóc en un parc.
Yo soc. Is that I am? Yo soy. Estoy. En un parque. En un parque.
Jo vaig al parc.
Vaig. Voy. Al parque.
Jo penso en els colors.
I think of the colors. Yo pienso
Jo penso en els colors.
en los colores. En los colores.
El conill dorm al parc.
The rabbit sleeps in the park. El conejo. Conilla. Duerme. Is it going to be all?
El conill dorm al parc.
Dorme al parque. En el parque.
Jo menjo al parc.
Yo como en el parque.
La patata és al parc.
La patata está en el parque. Pienso.
Jo parlo als ànecs.
I talk to the ducks. Silk. Music, natural sign, water. Indeed. Good. Parlo al annex.
Jo parlo als ànecs.
Als annex. To the annex. Yo hablo a los patos. Speak to the ducks.
Els ocells escriuen als gossos.
The birds write to the dogs, and let's translate it into Spanish. Los pájaros escriben. Escribir. Escriben. A los perros.
Jo vaig a la nevera.
So vaya. Yo voy a la nevera. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to do in the little introduction, if you're new to us, Language Institute, we're a school in Dallas. We specialize in linguistics for the language learner. Please check out our blog too. And the languages we offer instruction in at the moment are English, Korean, Spanish, Chinese, French, German, Japanese, Portuguese, and Italian.
빨강,
Gang. Oh, look at that. Final iung. Gang. They like to do this with color terms, it seems.
주황색과 검정색.
주황색과 검정색. Cool. Orange and 검정 is black. Orange and black.
노랑은 예뻐요.
노랑은 예뻐요. 노랑 is yellow. That's our topic. Yellow is pretty.
고양이의 색깔은 노랑이에요.
고양이의 색깔은 노랑이에요. The cat's possessive. A cat's color is yellow.
하얀과 검정은 색깔입니다.
하얀과 검정은 색깔입니다. 색깔입니다. 하양 is white and black are colors. Might not be true in the strictest sense. We're not here to evaluate the truth. We're here to translate white and to understand. And translate to white and black are colors.
나는 파랑색,
나는 파란색, 파랑색, 파랑, was it blue?
파랑색,
파랑새, 파랑새. I'm a bluebird, blue jay. Flying, 나는, from 나다. Looks like it could also mean I am, but then we'd need a verb, a copula.
빨강하고 하양하고 파랑. 빨강하고 하양하고 파랑. 빨강하고 하양하고 파랑. 하양하고
파랑.
파랑.
It's red and white and 파랑 blue. Red and white and blue.
그는 검정색을 싫어해요.
그는 검정색을 싫어요. He hates black.
노랑이 어디에 있어요?
노랑이 어디에 있어요? 노랑. Where is yellow? 어디에 있어요? Where is it yellow? Where is yellow? What an odd question.
빨강은 예뻐요.
나는 예뻐요 is red pretty.
너의 색깔을 찾아.
너의 색깔을 찾아. Catch.
찾아.
Find. Find your color.
저 색깔은 하양입니다.
저 색깔은 하양입니다. That color, not eye color. That color is white.
검정색 오렌지를 먹지 마세요.
검정색 오렌지를 먹지 마세요. 오렌지. So that's the object, orange. The orange, the fruit. Okay, 검정색 modifying. The black orange, eating it, do not. Eat the black orange.
나는 파랑색,
I'm a blue, no. 나는, a flying one. Flying, blue, bird, blue jay.
파랑색,
Bird. Levi, what kind of compound is this? Bluebird.
노랑이 어디에 있어요?
Where is yellow? El R chord y 7 personas. Por tu racha. What is a racha? Don't know this word. Blue bird, not a type of blue, but a type of bird. It is a tatpurusha, and in fact, it's a subtype that we can identify. It's a subtype that has a name. Think of how it would go if it was in an inflected language. Now, racha, gust, squall, streak. From Arabic, maybe, from rajja. Rajja, agitation. El café.
El cafè.
El café.
Ab,
Is that both? Both?
ab,
Jo vaig amb el gos. I go with the dog.
un cafè sense sucre.
Coffee without sugar. Un café sin azúcar. Azúcar. Café sin azúcar.
Nosaltres mengem amb ella.
Nosaltres mengem amb ella. Karmadharya is exactly the one. Good. It is a bird that is blue, so if it was, say, Latin, blue bird, and we were reflecting it, the blue would be accusative, bird would be accusative. Of the blue bird, they both be genitive, and so on. They would have the same case. That's how Panini defines that one. Nosaltres mengem amb ella. Nosotros comemos con ella.
Nosaltres anem a un sopar.
Anem. What's that? We something with a supper. To a supper. Anem.
Anem.
Vamos, vayamos. Where does that come from? Nosotros vamos a un... To a supper?
Sopar.
Una cena. To a scene. To a dinner.
Nosaltres anem amb el gos al parc. Nosaltres. Nosaltres. Anem amb el gos al parc.
That one can't be that.
El
Al
gos al parc.
With the dog to the park. Two prepositional phrases there.
Nosaltres anem amb el gos al parc.
Amb el gos al parc.
Vosaltres aneu al parc sense els vostres gossos.
Aneu al parc sense els vostres gossos. Sense.
Sense.
That's interesting. Wasn't it a different form just now? You go to the park with without your dogs. Vosotros vais al parque sin vuestros perros. Nosaltres anem. M from the Latin mus ending. Amb un hombre. We go with a man. Vamos con un hombre.
El cranc no beu cafè.
Cranc is a crab.
Cranc.
Cangrejo. No beu café. El cangrejo no bebe café.
Un cafè amb llet.
And yet with milk. Un café con leche. Yet.
Jo no bec cafè sense sucre.
Yo no bebo café senza sucre. Senza. Okay. Without a teacher in the language of Catalan and in Japanese, senza sensei. Interesting, it gets that se there at the end. I wonder if it's like reduplicated. Yo no bebo café senza sucre. Yo no bebo café sin azúcar. Azúcar.
La dona i jo mengem carn al parc.
Yo me llevo carne al parque. Yum. La mujer y yo comemos carne en el parque. So note that Catalan does not need any vowel when you have a word final cluster. Just about to make that joke. Haha. Let's look up sense. If it's reduplicated, it's grown some ending. The Latin was sine. Without sense is also good. But I want Catalan. Ultimately from sine, possibly conflated with absentia, or more like from sense, Old Catalan sen with an adverbial s, from Latin sine. So then where would that e come from? Sans, also the adverbial s. Senza. Yeah. Grown out of the Latin word sine, which comes from sue. Others refer to so, whence see if. And as sometimes ne si was also written with ne being ne, sine might literally mean not this. Interesting. Sine. Not this, without.
La dona prepara un dinar sense sal.
Prepara, okay, that's got a final vowel.
Prepara.
Prepara un dinar senza sal. Let's hear the L there at the end.
La dona prepara un dinar sense sal.
Senza sal. La mujer prepara una cena. Un dinar, una cena.
Dinar.
Un comer. Una comida sin sal.
Si mengem amb vosaltres, bevem amb vosaltres.
Si mengem amb vosaltres, if we eat with you, we drink with you. Si comemos con vosotros, bebemos con vosotros. So the Spanish too, that second consonant in drink, bebemos, is lenited. It's not shown in the spelling there, but it is
Bebem.
shown here in Catalan. Lenited means the consonant is weakened. It's gone from a b with complete sealage to a slightly open v. La mujer y yo comemos carne en el parque. So that is la donna.
La dona
Y yo
i jo mengem carn
in the park, al parc,
al parc.
I guess. Nosotros vamos con el perro al parque. Nosaltres.
Nosaltres
Anem.
anem
Amb el gos. Amb el gos.
amb el gos
To the park, al parc.
al parc.
Sigue adelante. Felicitaron. Again and again.
물이 푸르러요.
물이 푸르러요. Wow, what's that? Water. 물이 푸르러. Okay, it's gonna be is
푸르러요.
blue green. 푸르러. So what will be the base form? 푸르다, I guess. Although the spelling is odd. Be blue. Let's go to neighbor. Neighbor the twain shall meet. No recommendations with that word. 푸르다. Oh, okay. 푸르다. Why does it get a real here? 활용형. 활용. 파라타. Okay, same meaning. 푸르다. Azure green. Interesting.
매운 음식은 빨개요.
매운 spicy food. 매운 음식은 빨개요. Spicy food is red.
바다가 파래요.
바다가 파래요. 파란 was blue.
바다가 파래요.
Sea is blue.
나쁜 개가 검습니다.
나쁜 개가 bad dog. 검습니다. 검습다.
검습니다.
검은색. Oh, okay, it's just the root com. The rest is suffix. That dog is black.
비싼 집은 노래요.
비싼 집은 노래요. 노란 yellow 노래. So Levi, what do you think about the inflection of these color verbs? 노란색, 노란 versus 노래요. What's going on there? 비싼, expensive houses are yellow. The expensive house is yellow.
생선이 빨갛습니까?
생선이 there we go. 빨갛습니까? 생선, not 선생. 생선, fish, right? Fresh, what is it?
생선이.
Is fish red? Is the fish red?
단 바나나는 완전히 노랗습니다.
바나나는 probably it is 노라. Hey, I think it is fine. What is heyo? 단 being
단.
sweet. 바나나는 sweet banana. 완전히 completely 노랗습니다. So sweet bananas are completely yellow.
가장 좋은 우유는 완전히 하얗습니다.
가장 head of the house.
가장.
Best. What's that?
가장.
Yeah, there's a word head of household. 家长. Breadwinner or just best. And where does this one come from? Very extremely used to be 고장. Superlative meaning most from 16th century onward. Displaced previous superlative adverbs 안직 and mos. 가장. Alright. Don't have that one in my brain enough. The best, the most good. 우유는 milk. The best milk. 완전히 하얗습니다. 하얗습니다. Is completely white. The best milk is completely white. Perfectly white.
맛없는 치즈는 하얘요.
맛없는 치즈는 하얘요. Cool. 하얘요. 하얘요. Bad tasting cheese is white. What's the best way to say it? Tasteless cheese?
곰은 검어요.
검어요. 곰. Very nice. Almost the same word for those two roots. The bear is black. Heyo is a form of hada, but what is heyo?
젖은 불고기는 매우 검어요. 젖은 불고기는 매우 검어요. 쓴 불고기는 매우 검어요. 검어요.
매우
젖은 불고기는 매우 검어요.
매우. What is that? I mean, this one's going to tell me in a second. So it's that bitter barbecue. Something is black. Very black. 매우.
딸기는 빨개요.
딸기는 빨개요. Strawberries are red.
이 바나나는 조금 파래요.
조금 파래요. This banana 조금 파래요. Something blue.
조금.
It's a little blue.
연필은 하얗습니다.
하얗습니다. So the H at the end of haya is not sounded, but it still behaves like a consonant, and so we select the 습니다 rather than 니다 ending. Sounding out. Wouldn't recommend, but you do you, I guess.
연필은
연필은 하얗습니다. The pencil is 하얀색 is white.
적인 뱀은 파래요.
적인 뱀은 파래요. That long snake. 파란 is blue. Blue, green, pink. Good workout there. Let's do a bit of Chinese to relax. Spent much longer studying Chinese. Don't know that it would be much easier in general if you're coming from an English background, but because of the decade and a half I've spent with Chinese, don't need to scratch my head quite as hard.
蓝
Speaking of colors, this one's blue.
是
Shi is a test. 蓝 we've got 条
条
裙
裙是
蓝
蓝条
条 strip, something long thin.
裙
裙's a skirt. 是
是
dress. 裙子
裙子
grammar wise, yeah, indeed it is. Yeah, that's true. Levi says grammar wise Chinese is pretty easy for an English speaker. Got a lot of parallelism in the word order, phrase order. And even where there's divergence, if you go word for word, you can get a pretty good approximation, a usable English rendering. 蓝条
条他的家有2条狗
他的家有2条狗 strips of dog. His house, his family has 2 dogs. You see the counting word, so that is 两
2
It's a pair of a thing. Can't just say 两狗. We have to have this unit word in the middle.
你想试一下吗
Untranslated. 你想试一下吗? Do you want to try it?
裙是蓝
blue 条
费
is a fee or an expense. 裙 Here we saw this one in Korean just now. 完 for completeness. 是条裙 skirt.
裙蓝
我会试试那条裙子。我会试试那条裙子。
Alright, the fun part. 我会 试试 Let me try on that skirt is the meaning. 我会 HQI. Of course. 我 HQI 我会 no it's OMWA 试试 YR then it's going to be IPM 试试 YRIPM 那 SQNL 条 will be OLOD yes 哈哈裙子 LSKR 子 is predicted 我会试试那条裙子
我会试试那条裙子。
and we just simplify I will try that strip skirt. So the ones that are simplified are 会 and 是 and don't switch those and 条 those guys.
他喜欢那条蓝裙子。
She likes that unit blue
裙
skirt. So note the word order here within the phrase. First, 那条, we can think of that as a single word basically. That item, that one there, and then the color modifier, and then the head noun. She likes that blue skirt.
我只要这条蓝裙子。
我只要这条蓝裙子 I just want this unit blue skirt.
他想试试这条蓝裙子。
她想试试这条蓝裙子。She wants to try on 这条 this blue dress.
他们一共要买8条裙子。
他们一共要买8条裙子。They bought 8 dresses, skirts altogether. Total. They are buying. 他们一共要买 Okay, 要 interesting. Are buying progressive for 要。
他们一共要买8条裙子。
They are buying. Sure, I agree. 8 skirts all together.
Levi,
Levi, do you remember Levi? Do you remember what this Lee means? HDLM. 什么意思 What does it mean?
双
This is an important word, very high frequency and a very central concept. 双 is a pair. 立
立鞋
鞋 is the shoe.
色
色 the color. Korean sek, which we saw a lot. 双
双
鞋子
鞋子。我的朋友是意大利人。
意大利人我的朋友 my friend is Italy person. 鞋
鞋
你有几双鞋子？
你有几双鞋子 How many twins of shoes? That doesn't mean twin in Chinese. It does in Korean. How many pairs of shoes do you have?
你看见过蓝色的鸟吗？
你看见过蓝色的鸟吗 Have you seen? You know, some different words. The profit, benefit. 看见过 Have you seen? Have seen. 蓝色的鸟吗 Now, this the we see all over the place. If your modifier is Yes, now that I've told you, you
The.
remember. It's good. If your modifier is more than just a single syllable, as here, 蓝色, it's 2 syllables, then you're going to need the most of the time. 蓝色鸟 sounds more like a compound, but here it's a phrase. Have you seen, with 鸟, I mean, have you seen a blue bird? Like, have you ever seen it? 色
色
我还想看那家商店。
我还想看那家商店。I still want to see that store. 色
色立双蓝
鞋，
鞋
他喜欢蓝色的鞋子。
他喜欢蓝色的鞋子。他 make it female VPD 喜欢 GRTR 蓝色的。
他喜欢蓝色的鞋子。
And will be okay. 2 plus 3, so it's going to be T. S I B T maybe? No. There it is. SIT. Right, it won't be 4 underneath there. TSIT. Come on. 蓝色 Oh.
他喜欢蓝色的鞋子。
的鞋子 So TJ for the left, GG 鞋子 She likes blue color shoes. Simplify. He or he, same sound. 蓝
蓝立双色鞋。你去过意大利吗？
你去过意大利吗？ Have you gone? Have you been? Italy.
我想买那双意大利鞋子。
我想买那双意大利鞋子。I want to buy that pair of Italian. Does it sound good in English to say that Italian pair of shoes? It sounds hopelessly bad. Pair of Italian shoes. Italy shoes. Her boyfriend wants to buy clothes and also wants to buy shoes. I'm going to word bank it. 她的男朋友
男朋友
想买要买
要买
衣
服
还要买
还要
also wants to buy shoes
买鞋子。
How many pairs of shoes do you have? 你有几双鞋子？你有几 VIHI, right? 几双 OG 几双鞋子 TJGG 鞋子 So 几双 those two will be simplified. Okay, continuous. How nice.
几朵
That form. 七朵 is a map. Levi, what's 七朵 in Chinese? Oops. Didn't like that. 지도 map.
안녕하세요. 감사해요. 잘 있어요. 다시 만나요.
다시 만나요. Meet you again. Alright, so it's hello. 감사해요. Thank you. Do thanks. 잘 있어요. I'm well. 잘 있어요. Be well.
있어요.
Take care. 다시 만나요. Meet you again. See you again.
선생님이 앉아 있어요.
地图 good. 선생님이, how'd you retrieve that, by the way? What input or lookup method are you using? 선생님이 앉아 있어요. Okay, so what Martin calls the infinitive here with all a suffixed, and then
있어요?
is our structure for this unit. The teacher sitting is sitting, not sleeping.
선생님은 지도를 보고 있습니다.
지도를 보고 있습니다. Is that 고 있다 that I thought of. 선생님은 지도를 보고 있습니다. So it's literally is, the teacher is looking at the map. Exists looking. Teacher is looking at a map.
게으른 선생님은 텔레비전을 보고 있어요.
게으른, what's that? 선생님은 텔레비전을 보고 있어요. 게으른, lazy.
게으른,
보고 있어요 is watching. Lazy teacher. Google Translate, I see. Speaking of lazy. You can select traditional if you like on Google Translate. Teacher is watching television.
여우가 쥐를 가지고 있어요.
여우가 쥐를 가지고 있어요 is catching, taking, 쥐, mouse. 여우, 뭐예요? 여우가.
여우가
The fox catches,
가지고
is carrying mouse.
회사원이 김밥을 가지고 있어요.
회사원이 김밥을 가지고 있어요 is carrying, is holding. So, what, the office worker? The employee has 김밥을 가지고 있어요 is holding it.
게으른 회사원은 자고 있습니다. 게으른 회사원은 자고 있습니다.
게으른, wow.
게으른 회사원은 자고 있습니다. 회사원은 자고
있습니다.
있습니다.
회사원은
게으른 회사원은 자고 있습니다.
Oh, this is an adjective. Lazy. 게으른. 地图. That's a lot of squares. Yeah, I like it much. I think it's much prettier. So for building it up here, W for the outer enclosure. Then R for the small one. Y. W. And there we go. 图. And just for fun, so I'm thinking here in the upcoming weeks, let us teach ourselves a bit about the four-corner lookup method. Oh, look at these nice variants too. That's a fun one. And it can also have a 10 shape inside instead of the Y shape. So J key instead of Y. Four corner is 6060. Interesting. And I think it's top left right, bottom left right. Traditional does not contain the Japanese word for winter. No, it does not. It's also not just the Japanese, it's also, of course, the Chinese word for winter.
게으른 회사원은 자고 있습니다.
자고 있습니다. Sleeping, yeah. The lazy employee is sleeping.
회사원은 라디오를 가져요.
가져요. 가지다. So the employee, radio,
가져요.
okay, 갖다, 가지다 are variants. The employee takes a radio.
한국이 지도에 없습니다.
한국이 지도에 없습니다. What? 한국이 지도에 Okay, Korea is not on the map. Map다. Key one is a four-corner thing. The components for each key. Now let's take a look. And we're doing 简体四角号码，左上右上，左下右下，额外的部分，复位，结果。Okay, so 6, so top left 6 means enclosure, and 0 means this 头。What? Is that what it was? 6060? 6060, yeah, so. Oh, cool, it lets you build it up. How fun. This will be a great tool for lookup and learning the system. All right, and then with these stroke numbers, total strokes, here, you can take this one. So it's kind of a 3-step process to get it. 10 seems easier than 26. Right, but it's not really 10, is it? It's 40. Well, what do you mean? 10 different. Okay, 10 basic parts. 10 times 4 versus 26 times 5. I don't know. Is it easier? We'll see.
게으른 개가 천천히 먹고 있어요.
게으른 개가 천천히 먹고 있어요. 천천히, is that fast?
천천히.
Slowly, opposite. 게으른 개가, the lazy dog, is eating slowly. Slowly eating.
공원이 지도에 있습니다.
공원이 지도에 있습니다. 공원, public park, 지도에 있습니다 is on the map. The park is on the map. But 10 distinct components is less to memorize compared to 26. Yeah, we don't worry about Z. I was just going to say. So, let's do, on this theme, let's do the D of D2, which of course is GPD. $44.11. How so? How do I refresh it then? Just click. Computer. Oh, here we go. 复位. Okay, I see that. It's a 10. Is it 44.11? Yeah. And then for the top right, okay, also the crossing. Oops. Oh, that's nice. 10. Before we do that, it's not enough. 44, then it starts selecting. Yeah, that would give yeah. Okay, the 1 for the bottom part of 2. And then, there it is. Wasn't lying. Let's look up that poem for the four-corner one. The famous poet 胡适 had one. 一横二垂三叠捺，点下带横变零头，变零头. Okay. 1 horizontal, 2 vertical, 垂. hanging down. 三点那 3 is a dot. 三点那 Na is the name of one of the strokes also. 底下 a dot over horizontal. 底下带横变零头 over a horizontal or already another corner is 0. 差4差5方块6 crossing is 4. Okay, 茶 the fork. This says 茶 crossing is 4. 茶 crossing more than 1 is 5. Interesting. A box is 6. 方块6. 七角八八小是9. 7 for a corner. 8 shape for 8. 8 is 8. And 小 is 9. All right. Nice little poem. Okay, good. Let's listen for a moment. Stop flapping my mouth.
येनाक्षरसमाम्नायमधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः येन धौता गिरः पुंसां विमलैः शब्दवारिभिः तमश्चाज्ञानजं भिन्नं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम् ॐ अयुण रुद्रक एवों अयौच हयवरट लन ञमगणनम झभय घढधश जबगडदश ख फ छ ठ थ चटतव कपय शशसर हल इति माहेश्वराणि सूत्राणि.
Welcome back. Maybe we'll continue with that in a minute. Any interest in Sanskrit? Skirt. Funny little misspelling there. The ones we're doing today, unless you have any requests, we've been doing Korean, Catalan, and some Chinese. It's about to resume Catalan. I guess I was about to resume Korean, but let's do this instead. La puerta.
La porta.
Porta.
La finestra.
Finestra.
El cafè.
El café.
La porta.
Ventana. La finestra.
La finestra.
Finestra.
La meva finestra.
Meva.
Meva.
Oh, neat. Mi ventana.
Davant del gat.
Davant del gato. Delante del gato, right? Is that what we have?
Davant.
Delante del gato. Appreciate the offer. Not interested in Sanskrit. Want to improve Mexican Spanish? Instead of Spanish, cuss with Mexican. Sorry to hear that. All right, well, we're getting a bit of Spanish here as we do Catalan. Not specifically Mexican. This is actually Spanish. I think that we see by the by.
Davant i darrere.
Okay, behind. So before and behind. Delante, I guess. Y. What's behind? Darrere.
Darrere.
Tras.
La porta de davant i la porta de darrere.
La porta.
La porta de davant i la porta de darrere. Davant.
Of the front. Oh, let's get the head down there.
Porta.
La porta de davant.
Davant.
I
I
la
la
porta
porta de
de
darrere.
The front window, the front door, and the rear door, back door. La puerta de delante y la puerta de atrás.
Les vostres portes són al davant.
Les vostres portes són al davant. Les vostres portes són al davant. Your doors are at the front. Vuestras puertas están for location. It's going to be, okay, no preposition here, just delante. So what connects these Catalan and Spanish words is the ant. That was the part that meant before. Your doors are in front.
Les finestres són al darrere.
The windows are at the back, in the rear. So las ventanas están detrás.
La porta de la casa és blanca.
La puerta de la casa es blanca. The door of the house is white. La puerta de la casa es. This is a permanent quality, not a location. So the ser verb. Es blanca. And the degrees.
La porta de la casa és blanca.
Es blanca. La puerta de la casa es blanca.
El lleó és davant de la nevera.
El lleó es davant de la nevera. El león está delante de la nevera. The snower, the fridge.
Els gats són darrere de la finestra.
Cats are behind the window. Los gatos están detrás de la ventana. Detrás de la ventana. Derrière. That's not quite the spelling. It looks like a cousin, no? Pretty close. You couldn't, I don't think. I don't think the combination exists where you have a acute E and a double R following. Since you ask, let's get a French keyboard up. Derrière. It's spelled like this. There's also fusion of a different preposition en arrière. This one's a noun.
La porta blanca és al davant.
La porta blanca és al davant. Do we hear the T?
La porta blanca és al davant.
Davant, no, I can't. La puerta blanca está delante.
Les finestres de casa meva són negres.
Of house my, different word order here, I think.
Meva.
De mi casa, las ventanas de mi casa son negras. Son negras.
Les finestres de casa meva són negres.
So, final A stays A in singular, but S in the plural. Les finestres de casa meva son negras.
La finestra del darrere.
The rear window. La ventana de atrás.
El gat és al davant i el gos al darrere.
El gat és al davant i el gos al darrere. Come for the deleted verb. El gato está delante y el perro detrás. Su puerta está delante de la ventana. Su puerta. La porta
seva
és davant
la finestra.
True preposition then. És davant la seva porta. There's where I got it wrong. Your door. La puerta blanca está delante. La
La
puerta blanca. La puerta. La porta
Porta. Blanca.
es.
És.
In the rear, al
Al.
correr. No, in the front.
Davant.
Davant. Su puerta está delante de la ventana. La
La.
seva
Seva.
porta
Porta.
és
És.
davant
Davant.
la
La. Finestra.
finestra. Let's do a bit of ye old Spanish. There we go. People do. La oficina.
La oficina. ¿Dónde trabajas?
Where do you work?
Pedro, ¿trabajas en una oficina?
Work in an office. Pedro, trabajas en una oficina. Pedro. Leave. Pedro?
Juan necesita trabajar hoy.
Alright. Needs. We got two verbs in this clause. Only one of them is inflected. The other is infinitive. Needs
Trabajar.
to work. Juan needs, just in English too, to work today.
Él trabaja el lunes.
Él trabaja el lunes. El lunes. He works on Mondays.
No quiero trabajar.
I don't like to, right? I don't like to work. No quiero trabajar. Do not want to.
¿Quién estudia francés?
Who studies French?
Yo trabajo en una fábrica.
Fábrica. I work in a factory. Él es tu hermano. Is he your brother? ¿Quién? Él? No, él es Miguel. No, he's Michael.
Yo no trabajo mañana.
Yo no trabajo mañana. Yo no trabajo mañana. My goodness. Yo no... hate that. ¿Dónde trabaja? Where do you work? Mi hermano, oh, he, she, en una oficina. Albert, tú trabajas mucho en la oficina. Estás muy ocupado. You're very busy.
David trabaja en una fábrica.
David trabaja en una fábrica.
¿Quién trabaja en una oficina?
Who works in an office?
¿Quieres trabajar el sábado, Eduardo?
Do you want to work on Saturday, Eduardo? ¿Quieres trabajar el sábado, Eduardo?
¿Cuándo trabajas en la fábrica?
¿Cuándo trabajas en la accent fábrica? The smithery. ¿Cuándo con acento? Con tilde. Yo vivo y trabajo. It needs to be some verb that'll match.
Vivo.
Trabajo en Francia.
Yo no trabajo mañana.
Don't work tomorrow. Yo no. Give me a chance, bro.
Yo no trabajo mañana.
Skip it right over there. Weird.
अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः प्रथमः पादः वृद्धिरादैच अदेङ्गुणः इको गुणवृद्धि न धातुलोप आर्धधातुके इति च दीधिवेवीटाम् हलोऽनन्तराः संयोगः मुखनासिकावचनोऽनुनासिकः तुल्यास्य प्रयत्नं सवर्णम् नाज्झलौ ईदूदेद्विवचनं प्रगृह्यम् अदसोमात् शे निपात एकाजनान् ओत् सम्बुद्धौ शाकल्यस्येतावनार्षे ऊयः ईदूतौ च सप्तम्यर्थे दाधाघ्वदाप् आद्यन्तवदेकस्मिन् तरप्तमपौघः बहुगणवतुडति संख्या श्नान्ता षट् डति च तक्तवतो निष्ठा सर्वादीनि सर्वनामानि विभाषादिक्समासे बहुव्रीहौ न बहुव्रीहौ तृतीया समासे द्वन्द्वे च विभाषाजसि प्रथमचरमतयाल्पार्धकतिपयनेमाश्च पूर्वपरापरदक्षिणोत्तरापराधराणि व्यवस्थायामसंज्ञायाम् स्वमज्ञातिधनाख्यायाम् अन्तरम् बहिर्योगोपसंव्यानयोः स्वरादिनिपातमव्ययम् तद्धितश्चासर्वविभक्तिः कृन्मेयन्तः क्त्वातोऽसुन्कसुनः अव्ययीभावश्च शिसर्वनामस्थानम् सुडनपुंसकस्य न वेति विभाषा इज्ञनः सम्प्रसारणम् आद्यन्तौ टकितौ मिदचोऽन्त्यात्परः ये च इघ्रस्वादेशे षष्ठे स्थाने योगा स्थानेऽन्तरतमः उरन्रपरः अलोऽन्त्यस्य ङिच्च आदेः परस्य अनेकाल्शित्सर्वस्य स्थानिवदादेशो नल्विधौ अचः परस्मिन् पूर्वविधौ न पदान्तद्विर्वचनवरे यलोपस्वरसवर्णानुस्वारदीर्घजश्चर्विधिषु विर्वचने चि अदर्शनम् लोपः प्रत्ययस्य लुक्ष्लुलुपः प्रत्ययलोपे प्रत्ययलक्षणम् न लुमताङ्गस्य अचोन्त्यादिटि अलोन्त्यात् पूर्व उपधा तस्मिन्निति निर्दिष्टे पूर्वस्य तस्मादित्युत्तरस्य स्वम् रूपम् शब्दस्याशब्दसंज्ञा अणुदित्सवर्णस्य च प्रत्ययः तपरस्तत्कालस्य आदिरन्त्येन सहेता येन विधिस्तदन्तस्य वृद्धिर्यस्या चामादिस्तद्वृद्धम् त्यदादीनि च एं प्राचाम् देशे.
Okay, nice little breather there. Continue with Korean.
가벼운 텔레비전.
가벼운 텔레비전. 가볍다.
가벼운.
Lightweight. Light. TV.
빈 의자.
빈 의자. 비다.
빈.
Empty. Empty chair.
예쁜 나비가 날고 있어요.
나비가 날고 있어요. Is flying. 나비. A pretty something.
나비가.
Butterfly.
제 친구가 피자를 들고 있습니다.
제 친구가 피자를 들고 있습니다. Is dining on?
들고.
Holding. Holding a pizza. My friend is holding a pizza.
집은 비어 있습니까?
집은 비어 있습니까?
비어.
Empty. Is the house empty?
생각하는 선생님은 책을 읽고 있어요.
책을 읽고 있어요. 생각하는 선생님은 thinking teacher. 생각하는 선생님은 책을 읽고 있어요. Thinking teacher is reading a book. Cool.
무거운 와인을 조심하십시오.
무거운 와인을 조심하십시오. Be careful. The 무겁다.
무거운.
Heavy wine. Wine. Be careful with it.
조심하십시오.
Watch out for the heavy wine. Interesting sentence.
앉는 여자가 생각하고 있어요.
The sound is quite cool. 앉는 여자가 생각하고 있습니다. Is thinking. That is the sitting woman is thinking.
저는 앉는 남자하고 이야기하고 있어요.
That sitting one again.
저는 앉는 남자하고 이야기하고 있어요. 저는 앉는 남자하고 이야기하고 있어요.
이야기하고 있어요.
있어요.
I exist talking to the sitting man. The two nouns look the same. This one on the pronoun marks the topic, and this is a participial forming verb suffix.
예쁜 여자가 수영하고 있어요.
예쁜 여자가 수영하고 있어요. Is swimming. The pretty woman is swimming. Pretty women. Singular or plural. Here singular.
생각하는 회사원은 천천히 일하고 있어요.
생각하는 회사원은 천천히 일하고 있어요. Is working slowly. The thinking employee is working. 일하고 있어요. Is working slowly.
생각하는 여자가 서 있어요.
서 있어요. Is standing. The thinking woman is standing.
우리는 무거운 책을 읽고 있어요.
무거운 책을 읽고 있어요. We are reading 무거운 heavy book.
예쁜 아기는 많이 울지 않아요.
Pretty baby 많이 울지는 않아요. 울다 is cry. Pretty baby doesn't cry much.
이 가벼운 상자 안에 무엇이 있습니까?
이 가벼운 상자. What's the box? 안에 in the box 무엇이 있습니까?
이 가벼운 상자 안에 무엇이 있습니까?
Thing is in it. What is in this heavy box, right?
가벼운.
Light. What is in this light box?
똑똑한 학생이 책 4권을 들고 있어요.
책 4권을.
책, 네.
Oh, number. 4권. Quantity phrase. 들고 있어요. What is what?
들고.
Holding. Okay. The clever student four volumes is holding 4 books. Or carrying them. Okay. Good. So let me just see who else is streaming at the moment. Nice. Duolingo, rather. English and Japanese. Let's check it out. Okay, well, maybe I'll end it here then. 안녕히 계세요. Hope to see you next time. Thanks for joining.